Hey guys! So, first of all, we need one of those containers used to make the giant donuts. Anyway, one that is like the one that I'm holding in my hands. First, after you take one of those containers, take some lard, and take a tiny amount of it with a spoon if you have long nails like me, and start covering the light, sorry. Start covering the whole surface on the inside. Yeah, I know I added some text because I didn't have time to say everything that I wanted, and I didn't know when to say it. Anyway, my mother is like complaining about my sleeves being too long, and so don't make my same mistake and remember to raise the sleeves, and most of all, tie your hairs if you have long hairs. Yeah, my pronunciation is bad. Anyway, after you cover the whole surface, you'll have a shiny oily container, let's say. Then take various cold cuts and cheese. The one that you like the most, like the one that I'm using now, it's called Chicoli. I searched for the translation just like the other kinds of cold cuts, but I couldn't find the translation, so I suppose you don't have this kind of cold cut. So I don't know if you had it. I just thought, cut it in the strings of 1 centimeter wide, and then start cutting them in the tiny cubes. The one that I'm doing are actually a bit too big. You need to make them a little tinier. I'll make you see the best sides after I finish to cut them. Anyway, I also took a cut board because I didn't want to cut my table. That wouldn't be really nice, you know. The cubes must be about this size, not too small, not too big. You should be able to see it, but not see it from far away. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, this cold cut that I have now, that I'm starting to cut, it's called mortadella. Even with this, I searched for a translation, but couldn't find it. So, I don't know. You have bacon, and I don't have. But I don't know. How about? Do the same, I mean, cut in cubes all the other cold cuts, as well as the cheese, that after I will make you see it. And use as much as you want, because there isn't exactly an amount. If you want, you can use the same amount that I'm using now. And I want to say Tortano is not about quantity, not quantity, it's not about a certain amount and that is. It's more personal. If you want to make it full, you can like fill it with as much as you want, and if you want it small and not completely filled, you can add just a small amount. And on the left you can see my mother, and she's cutting salami. I think it's said like this in English. And salami is a must in the tortano, and so remember to put that, because if you don't, it's not tortano. And if you hate spicy foods like me, remember to get all the pepper inside out, or else if you get one inside your mouth, it's better if you go finding a bucket of water, because that's not nice. Not at all. Anyway, what can I say in the meanwhile? Well, just cut, 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 and still cut. And finally finish it with the cold cuts. Ugh, so boring cutting. And I also catch the cold again. But so bad. Why do I keep catching colds? Anyway, now I'm cutting some cheese. I don't know what's the name of this cheese that I'm cutting, but I just know that I don't like this because the how is it say? The taste is too strong, so I don't actually like it. But in you, oh, a cat. Hey, cat. Meow. Matisse is always there where I am, and especially when there's food. Anyway, I put this kind of cheese even though I don't like it because when you put it inside the Tortano, there are so many tasties that strong tasties don't well get more soft. So you can eat something that you don't like inside the Tortano because you don't feel the strong taste. Anyway, putting another piece of that cheese because that wasn't enough for my mother. And oh, soon there will be an extra, and that's why just keep an eye for the subtitles.
Che vuoi salutare nel video? Video. Con la borsa grattugiata nell'impasto?
Guarda su video. Scherzo,
E alza lo schermo.
alto?
Fatti più a destra. Si è bloccato? T'ha visto?
Ehi!
Si è bloccato, aspetta.
Ehi!
Dove sta altro lato là? È un video in inglese. Allora stai Lo sai che questo lo so su YouTube, vero?
Me lo conto proprio.
Mamma mia.
Già lo so, manco tanto poco. Ma poi ci scrivi pure tu qualcosa?
Vabbè. Abbastanza.
Okay, that was my dad, and as you could see, he likes to play around. So don't mind him if he does some stupid things. It's just how he is. And well, I'm done.
Va bene così.
Oh, another extra.
Mettiamo in un
Non sul tavolo!
Vicino a mangiare.
Di qua, a destra.
Facciamo figurenti.
Minu! È bella?
E basta.
That laugh was creepy. Let's forget about that and get on and go on. I'm using some flour now. It's 2 packages of 1 kilo, but we won't use it all. We will use just 1.5 kilos. I know it's a lot, but that's because Tortano is really big. And when I say big, I really mean big. You'll see after. Anyway, now I'm pouring the last half. I go by eye, it's about here. And meanwhile, I'm just rolling it. Don't know, I'm doing something. After you put the flour, just make a hole in the center of the flour. And oh, my hand is white. Then use some sourdough. The dictionary say like this. Well, sourdough, the thing that makes the mixture grow when you make it rest. And use about 50 grams of solid sourdough and make it into tiny pieces and put it in the center of the hole. And I'm just having fun, am I? Then take again the lard and we need to weight it. That thing in the center of the screen is the amount of things that I cut of food. Anyway, you need to weight it and make it around 200 grams. So you just take a spoon, patience, and just put this 200 grams of lard on the, I would say, weight. I don't, just weight it. Where on the chair that I'm next to, there was my cat, but he didn't want to be seen, so, well, he was just tired. Anyway, if my mother will just turn around the, okay. As you can see, well, no, you can't see. It's 200 precise. Then take that lard and put it in the in the hole. This freaking cold that I got is getting on me. I don't like this. Anyway, after this I take some salt, 1 spoon, not completely full though. It's about, wait a sec. Okay, it's about this. Then you put it on the sides. My mother said not to put the salt in the center because there's some collateral effect on the sourdough. I don't know. She said something like that. Anyway, now I take some warm water. Be careful, not boiling, warm water, because you need to put your hands in. Start pouring some inside in the hole and start mixing with your hand. This part is really funny, in my opinion, but it's also very dirty because, well, your hand, as you can see, is, well, is. Anyway, just keep pouring and pouring and pouring, and, well, you have to mix until it's a smooth, uniform dough, and when you touch it, it must be a little oily. Like, when you touch it, it almost seems like it wants to stick at your hand, but it really doesn't. Yeah, oily. I used about 800 milliliters of water. About. And here is my mother that makes me see how it is done, working with the dog. Anyway, just keep working with it. Mix, 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 and again mix. It's about 20 minutes of work. 15, 20, yeah. Put the dog on the table. You don't need flour, it won't stick, don't worry. And keep mixing and still mixing. The video at the beginning was like 1 hour long, so I had to speed it up, trim some parts, and yeah, that was really long. Anyway, here comes the best part. It's so funny, this part, I love it. You had to smash the dog on the table. Don't worry, just get your rage out. It won't make a hole in the table, I tried it. So just smash it, work with it, and smash again. After you worked with this dog for about, as I said before, 20 minutes, you just need to roll. No, not roll, sorry. You need to, well, there are 2 ways for doing this. Or you spread it with your hands, as just like I'm doing, and put little amount of the things that you cut in before inside, then work with it, put another little amount, work with it. Or else you can do all at once using a rolling pin. You get the dog, you spread the dog, and then put all the mixture of cutted food inside, and then work with it until it's smooth, it's, well, nice enough. But it's more funny to do like I'm doing, so I just did it like this. And don't worry if the food just keeps spilling out of the dog, because it's really normal, because at first you want to stick on it. You just need to have patience and work for another about 10 minutes. Yeah, Tortano is all about mixing, working with the dog, work, and again work. It's a lot of force needed. Here I'm putting another little bit of cutted food inside and then start mixing again. The way I make the tortano is like full of things, and you can't almost see the dog. As you can see, it's all spilling. Oh my god, this is tiring. After that, finally, you can make a snake. Roll it to a snake and make it long enough so that it can fit inside the giant donut container. Let's say giant donut. I don't know how to call it. And here is my cat randomly. Anyway, take that snake and put it inside the container. You're almost done. We just need eggs. Yes, eggs, but you don't need to break them. You'll see now. Take any size that you want, actually. I use medium. I think it's medium. And take 4 of them. Tortano is usually made with 4 eggs. I don't know if it's a must or if you can use more or less. I don't know. Just use 4 if you want. Anyway, put the dog with the cutted food inside the container like this. My cat is sleeping. Then make a hole with 2 fingers like my mother is doing. Take an egg. Remember, they are 4 eggs. And put the egg there. Don't smash it. It isn't safe to smash it right now. And they aren't cooked, remember. Anyway, just put the eggs like this, like my mother is doing. And you're pretty much done. You just need to let it rest and cook it. So, see you later!